Assalamu alaikum and hello guys. So welcome back to the channel. Today inshallah I'm going to be sharing with you guys 15 productive things you can do while at home, while you're bored, during quarantine. Anything that you can think of, you can do these productive things in all those times. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Sheba. I'm currently a second year clinical medicine undergraduate student. Please subscribe if you're new and hit the notification button so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. With all that guys, let's get started. Tip number one, or like productive thing number one you can do is read a book. There are a ton of books out there that you can read, and just grab a book or like go and look through recommendations about books that you can read, and just ask your friends or ask people who read books and just let them give you recommendations if you're not someone who reads books, and get those recommendations and just set up the game of reading books. One suggestions that I can give you guys is 1, Atomic Habits, and then 2, we have The Power of Habits, and then 3, we have Why We Sleep. Those are like my suggestions. And then 2, we have Listen to a Podcast. Like books, there are a ton of podcasts out there that you can listen to, but my favorite one is The Ground Up Show by Matt Devela. And then 3, we have Try Out a New Recipe. You can try out something new to eat, you can cook up something new, you can just follow up a new recipe, like a new food from another continent that you've never ever seen before, and you can just make it at the comfort of your home just by having the ingredients. So try out a new recipe. And with this, I want to share with you guys, there is an Instagram account called Yummy Coastal Dishes. She's been sharing, mashallah, the owner of the account is like my friend, and this video is no way sponsored by that, but I just want to like share with you guys because I find that account so helpful. Like, she is sharing a lot of recipes on her account. I'll put a picture maybe here of her account, and she is making recipes about foods and like coastal dishes, I guess, from Mombasa. Is that true? Like from Mombasa, Kenya. Okay, but she's making those recipes, and you guys just check them out, and if you're not familiar with these recipes, try them out. And then another thing you can do is memorize the Quran. This is a time where memorizing the Quran, Allah, it's so beneficial because you have all the time, and just do it. And then learn a new language. You can decide up to learn a new language that you've always wanted to learn, a language that has always interested you in, a language that you feel that the people talking it are so good. Maybe it can be Portuguese, is it Italian language, is it, I don't know, Spanish. You can learn Kiswahili. If you don't know Kiswahili, you can learn English. I don't think you will be learning English if you're watching this video, but any other language, maybe Arabic. And something interesting that I want to do, and I ask you guys to do, or maybe if there's someone who has done it, please comment down below, is to learn the sign language. I want to learn the sign language because I just find it interesting. And then another thing to do is do a home workout. Just get your body moving and be productive and do a home workout. So here's the thing, you guys, let me move a bit closer. If you guys want me to film a home workout routine, please like this video. If this video reaches 100 likes, I'm going to film that video, I promise. Okay, so, and then we have stay on top of your schoolwork. You can just do this by just stay on top of your schoolwork. Like whatever it is your school requires of you, just stay on top of it. Maybe it's notes, maybe it's like typing out an assignment, maybe it's like doing a quiz, maybe doing something about schoolwork. Just stay on top of it, and just stay on top of your schoolwork, you guys. This is just so precious to time. And then we have another thing. So I have a list that I've written, so don't be surprised why I'm just reading from the list. And then we have study or revise. You can this won't be a productive video without me mentioning studying, but study, you guys, you can study anything that you want. And with revision, you can revise all. Like personally, I'm a year 2, I'm a second year, so all I can do in terms of revision is revise year 1 or year 2 work. So that is what I'm revising actually. And if you guys see me with my study with me videos, that is all I'm doing. And I also study other things that are not of interest to many people, but then just study and revise. yeah, study and revise. And then there's another thing, cleaning up. Just clean up your house, clean up your room, clean up your apartment, clean up your compound, clean up, and yani clean up. You get my point. And then after cleaning up, another tip, another thing to do is organize your stuff. Make sure you put everything in order. Make sure you have all your things arranged. You have, okay, this is not a must, but it's just an idea that you can do. Arrange your stuff and organize your stuff. Okay, number 12, we have decluttering. So this is a time where we spend most of our times at home, and we know what we need, we know what we don't need, we know what we use on a daily basis, we know what we don't use. So you can just use this moment to like pick out the things that you don't need and throw them out. You can pick up those things that you're not using, things that are so not helpful for you, and just give them out to donate to other people, give them to other people that might be useful for them. And then after decluttering, you can watch a documentary on something you've always wanted to learn about, something that thrills you, something that you've always wanted to know. Maybe you're so interested in something like engineering, or maybe computers, or maybe like softwares, or maybe like something to do with algorithms, maybe maths, or maybe medicine, or maybe anything that might interest you, and you've always wanted to learn something about it, or like know more about it. Just go watch a documentary. There are a ton of documentaries out there on YouTube, on Netflix, and all other platforms that you can think of. So watch a documentary. And then number 14, you can build a habit. This is like a time where you can incorporate new things into your life, a time where you can build new things, new habits and new routines, because yeah, you just have the time to slowly incorporate these things in your life. Not like when, for example, when we are back at school, you just have this tight schedule, because you can create time if you want, but we have these tight schedules, and somehow we like know minute to minute what we are supposed to do. But right now you have that kind of like free time where you can just do anything that you want, build a new habit, create a new routine, and just do something that revolves around building a habit and starting up a new routine. And then finally, you guys, you can experiment with a lot of things that you can. This actually runs side to side by building a habit, but here is how I can differentiate it. Like, let's say for example, you've been having trouble with your studying techniques, and you just really don't know how to do it well, how to do it effectively, and how to just like get through it swiftly. But this is a time where you can just put yourself out there and tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to try out different experiments, I'm going to try out different things, I'm going to try out different study techniques, I'm going to try out new food, and I'm going to try out reading different types of genres, G-E-N-R-E, of books, and see, maybe I'm a person who likes storybooks, I'm a person who likes novels, or maybe I'm a person who loves personal development books. Or maybe you try out new recipes, you know, like maybe I like Mediterranean food, I like maybe other cuisines, or maybe like I just like something else. You can try out new studying techniques and know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. This is just a time where experimenting with new things is something that you just have to take wholeheartedly. You can experiment with a few sources of income. Maybe you can try out starting a business on this type of side, or maybe try out another business on this other side, because you never know what, like, this is for people who just want to know what works best for them, and this is just the perfect time to experiment with all that kind of stuff. So guys, that is all like I had in terms of productive things that you can do while you are at home. But if you have any suggestions, in terms of books that you want us to read, you have suggestions on the type podcasts that you want us to listen to, you have recipes that you want us to try on, you want us, what resources you use to learn a new language, what types of workouts do you like, and what types of anything like documentaries and habits that you personally have tried, or you have any recommendations, put them, like, write them in the comment section down below. And let me tell you guys, the most productive thing that you can do right now, if you can, just stay at home. I guess that is so important. if you can just stay at home. But yeah, that is it guys for this video. And this shirt says that you are somebody's type, and this is actually a shirt that I got once I went to volunteer at Red Splash. I don't know if you guys can see this, at Red Splash, where it was a blood drive. Yeah, so you guys can check out Red Splash. I'll put the links in the description. So that is it you guys for this video. I hope you found anything useful, or maybe like took out 1 or 2 or 3 things from this video. And if you've reached this far, please subscribe if you haven't, like this video, and comment down below any suggestions or recommendations that you might have. And I will see you guys in the next video. Salam.